Hey, hello all. After a long time, I'm doing a video for GNU Ghost, and I just want to tell some things like some progresses or not many progresses or something like that to you people. Yeah, I've learned something, and yeah, I just want to tell that, and I just want to tell what's my next plan or something like that, right? So that's the thing. Let's say let's start from the social stuff, like what we have achieved in social stuff. So now there's a LinkedIn page. So like you can go to this URL and you can what to say uh, follow GNU Ghost if you're on LinkedIn. The reason why we kept it on LinkedIn was look, a lot of professionals and all those people's like coders and all are there in LinkedIn, right? So, like, I just want GNU Ghost to get more exposure. Possibly somebody could donate enough so that like I can just quit my job and just concentrate on GNU Ghost and all those stuff. But of course, it doesn't mean that if I just concentrate on GNU Ghost, this project will go right? So it requires hardware and blah 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 and investment, blah 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 and all this stuff. So like apart from keeping me okay engaged in this project, right? So yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, more exposure means more good things. So that's the thing. And another thing is like yeah, before I could forget, I just want to tell you like there's another logo for GNU Ghost. Like okay, yeah, it would have been good like if this background was white, but yeah, this logo has transparent background. But what this logo is, maybe I'll try to open it Firefox or something uh, so that we'll have a white background. Okay, so convert Firefox. Right, yeah. Yeah, now this looks good, right? So, in fact, like Firefox is a better image viewer on Mac than the Mac's image viewer. Okay, fine. Okay, so what you've just got is like, okay, like if you look at GNU Ghost, let me go to the web page. Um, so over here, okay, this is the logo, and over here there's no eye reflection, right? But over here we have got this eye reflection over here, so that it looks more realistic, like little bit more realistic. Okay, so that's very minor improvement. So yeah, these are all the marketing fronts and getting people to know about GNU Ghost fronts. Like, look, it's not like okay, Linux succeeded in its first day, right? Uh, like even still Linux lags and even Mac OS is sold more than Linux and all those stuff. But of course, yeah, Linux dominates in server and mobile phone markets today. But the thing is, like, yeah, when is the day for Linux desktop? But the thing is, yeah, we all know it'll come, right? So, if any open source project, the motive is more important than the present outcomes and all those stuff. And a lot of people need to know about the good things about a open source project or a free software project. GNU Ghost should, I want GNU Ghost to be a free software rather than open source, right? So I'm just trying a lot of things in social front. So one of the things is like, yeah, like we have improved the number of contacts in diaspora. It's like 3,000 contacts. So theoretically, like if you put some posts, like 3,000 people might be reached. I don't know. I'm really not sure how it works and all those stuff. But yeah, that's the thing. On Twitter also, what's happening is like I've got like 32 followers. This is not at all much. Somehow in diaspora I'm able to do a lot, but in Twitter no. That's the thing. And we are trying to increase our reach. And Mastodon, it's only 5 people, but yeah, like yeah. So somehow, yeah, like diaspora leads, and that's the thing. And of course, we have got the LinkedIn page about which I just told you, right? So those are all on the social fronts. Okay, so like what we did with Novos. Okay, and next, I just want to talk about this GPT Neo X. There is a thing called GPT Neo X. Like it is nothing but like it's equivalent to nearly GPT-3, and it's a free software implementation, or at least an open source implementation. Look, free software is far more better than open source, right? So, but the thing is, like I think it needs around about like 42 GB of graphics card to run or something like that. I'm not sure. right? So, and yeah, for that money, yeah, like we have to go for money to buy all those stuff and all those things. Possibly, I have an idea to list GNU Ghost and buy me a coffee so that like it'll reach more people. And I saw this very excellent thing called Goose AI. Okay, but yeah, like even if I raise money, like what about others? Like that's the thing, right? So okay, so let me just talk to you why this GPT New X or something like that, right? Okay, so there is a thing called Goose AI, right? Okay, so like I think I can log in, I think. Come on, yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah, this costs, okay, and okay, so and that's the thing. And okay, how to try it? Playground, yeah, right? Okay, so if I just put like okay, write Python program to find maximum of two numbers. Okay, so if I just put like this, and this thing is called GPT Neo 20 billion parameters and all those stuff, right? And there is a thing called temperature. I shouldn't keep it like this. I should keep it like something like this. Okay. So if I just say talk to me, right? This is a open source software, right? And imagine like, but of course, yeah, there is a lot of things like it didn't intend, indent and all those stuff. But the thing is, look, it just gave a right solution, right? So that's the thing, a really, really good thing, and that's the thing. And we could use it. So actually, like, GNU Ghost is already done theoretically, right? One thing what we could do is like, okay, like we could develop a front end. Okay, like we could develop a front end plugin for Atom, VS Code, and all those things. They can give this Goose AI, API key, and all those stuff, right? And then what can happen is like with Goose AI, they will get auto completed and something like that. And we could also do something like this. Like if there are hardware engineers, if some hardware, what to say, like DevOps people can work for GNU Ghost, we could write some scripts so that like a person can book a server or have a server in his company with right configurations and what to say, and that person can install GNU Ghost with ease with a script. And then, yeah, that's it. Like they can start using GNU Ghost. Like the thing is, like there'll be kind of a server in office premises that will be running this GPT Neo X 20 billion parameters or something like that, and that's how it is. Now let me do it for even something that's little, like 125 million parameters. Let me see whether it works. If this works, like possibly, like yeah, like uh, no. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. 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 Now, let me do it for 1.33 billion parameters. No, 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 no. Let me do it for 2.7 billion parameters. What the? No, right? Let me do it for 6 billion parameters. No, no. But this could be good for autocomplete, right? So that's the thing, right? So, but yeah. And now let me do it for 20 billion parameters. Yeah, right. After else, it's not giving anything, right? So yeah, I think somehow the first time it's doing very good, but in the next runs and all, it's not doing so good, right? But yeah, like one thing is like this pricing and all those stuff, right? So playground, okay. Okay, like uh, if I go to my dashboard, if I see, look, my credits has dropped from I think 914 to 906. So yeah, this costs every request costs and all those stuff. So that's the thing. I don't know if Goose AI is open source or something like that, or if they are giving some kind of implementation or something like that. But yeah, like I need to check, right? So that's the thing, right? Maybe mail them and ask like it can be done or something like that. I'm not sure, right? So that's the thing, and I still haven't what to say, like check their website a lot. Like I need to ask help whether they can give some a server for us or something like that, or some company like that wants more privacy and all those stuff, right? You can't keep sending all your code to Goose AI, right? So that's the thing, right? uh, Possibly ask them if there is some in premises and all those things. So that's the thing. Look, if that works, like then we can release something like a corporate version or something like that, like a people who can afford version or something, where we do this with GPT Neo X 20 billion parameters, and people can have a much better coding experience. So theoretically, GNU Ghost is solved. Okay, but not everybody can afford this hardware, at least right now. Maybe 5 years down the line, yeah, like maybe if I just wait, GPT Neo X 20 billion parameters, 5 years down the line might even fit inside a cell phone. Who knows, like that? Who knows, like, so that's the thing. So the plan over here is like, okay, to go with highly human assisted machine learning, right? And to get very good quality training data sets, and just implement something like PyGhost or RuGhost. That is, RuGhost is like Ruby Ghost. Okay, why I'm saying Ruby is like Ruby is my favorite programming language, so that's the thing, like nothing else. And try to use something like normal next word prediction or something like that, and that's the thing. And of course, I'm thinking about Julia to implement it and all those stuff. And I just asked a question in Julia forum, like whether it will be more efficient to use Julia than PyTorch. They said no, but the thing is, they are telling me to give it a try. Like it won't be more efficient, but we could produce a code that is kind of 100% owned by GNU Ghost and all those things, right? So that's the thing. Okay, so and people are willing to help if we do something, right? And and just before making this video, I was thinking about like bigrams, trigrams, that is like tokenization. Even with just tokenization, we will be able to go to some extent, like much more better code completion than the ID code completion. I'm not sure, like that's the thing, right? So yeah, this developed front end plugin was thought for this one, right? So this thing. So and of course, develop a mock server. We just need a mock server that connects with a front end plugin. At least that can be done. Look, if somebody is good at JavaScript who can develop Atom and Visual Studio plugins, please contact me. Or somebody wants to do a mock server with Python, or I prefer Julia. Okay, Julia, please do contact me, right? And coming to competing with this, what to say, GPT, or trying to do this GPT Neo X or something like that, and so, like I came across this thing called Flower. Okay, so this Flower, what they say is like they say like you can federate machine learning and distribute it across many computers. Look, what are all the kind of computers they are saying? Like they are saying like Raspberry Pi, and it is kind of very mouth-watering. Like GNU Ghost, we can develop some kind of LSTM or something like that, uh, and we can train it on very high quality data set with this Flower, possibly using PyTorch or something like. I'm going for PyTorch because everybody uses PyTorch and something like that. You can also ask like why everybody uses Python and you're not going for Python. But the thing is like I'm kind of attracted towards Julia, and that's the thing. Like nothing else. Like that's why I just want to use Julia. And Julia programs are much more far easier to read than Python or something like that. That's what I just feel. It could be me, like, or I could be wrong, and all those things, right? So yeah, and we could make a small model and make it grow and grow, and like possibly if we can export this model to other people, and other people can import this model and train and append and something like that. Possibly, yeah, like we could be a winner. Like that's the thing, right? And I was also thinking about like how to make people compete with the companies that have a very big look GPT New X and all. Like if you see this video, like I've put this video. If you see this video, they would have said like how they trained and the kind of hardware they use. Like we can't afford it. We can't afford it, and all those things. And so I was just thinking of a distributed learning framework, possibly name it Ghost Brain or something like that. So it'll work like this, like according to me. Like Flower is making file. Okay, open reason. Okay, right. No, 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 no. Where did this go? Ghost Brain, right? Okay. Let me just try to take it. Yeah, this is Ghost Brain. I hope I saved it. Ah, so you have a neural network over here. Like this is the input layer in yellow, and what to say, hidden layers in this blue and green, and finally you have this output layer. Imagine like this thing resides in a computer, and all these things resides in a computer. So layer by layer, we are just slicing it and putting it in one computer. So the layer size can be very very big and something like that, right? So that's the thing. And what we are just doing is like, okay, over here you see all these lines, like this neuron communicating with this neuron, that is like passing its signal, possibly a sigmoid signal or something like that. Like that is either one or zero or something like that, or relu or something. I'm not sure like what we are going to use finally, right? And all those stuff. Okay. So rather than, okay, these two are different computers on the internet. So rather than just having it on single computer, like this will just transmit to the network, and this network will just transmit to this one. So this lines over here actually resides in this network. So think like that. Okay, so with this we can have very very, like if 10 people can be online, and if they can what to say, um, agree upon on training, they could do like that. Okay, so possibly is Flower better than this, or is this better? I'm not sure. And possibly we should also have like, okay, like this blue layer, right? Okay, like let's say like the yellow is more active and he's putting a lot of data. Another person should be even able to what to say, create a, no, no, no. I don't think this can be parallelized. Okay. I thought of like, okay, like five computers having a blue layer or something like that. Can that be parallelized? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, I'm really not sure. So, and yeah, I will be sure about that in coming days. Let me tell you how very shortly. But yeah, like something like at least by fragmenting a neural network into layers and putting into different computers. So I just want to write this and call this as Ghost Brain or something. Possibly like it will help a lot of people to develop competing neural networks, and that's far more better. Okay, that will be far more better and more powerful than they can develop with their own machine or something like that. So that's an idea. Another thing is like if we can implement some kind of network storage, possibly like if this machine is off, right? Okay, what we can do is like, okay, this machine will put its outputs and it'll get stored somewhere, and when this machine comes on, like it'll just take those outputs of this layer and start computing. Or possibly you can have multiple machines over here, and this will just put its outputs and all those stuff, and possibly those outputs will be assigned to one of the machines running this blue layer or something like that. So this I just wanted to call it as Ghost Brain or something like that. I don't know whether it's feasible or whether I can do it. I'm highly lazy and all those stuff. And of course, like yeah, like even if I get the time, I don't know, like I don't know whether I'll get the time. Like I am working full time on projects and all those stuff, right? So this is the idea I just have for Ghost Brain and all those stuff. So that's the thing, right? Exciting, but yeah, I don't know whether it's practical, right? And yeah, I'm going through this book like Gorking Deep Learning, like it's from Manning Publications, and we also have code. What is it? Somebody has translated this Python code to Julia also. So grokking or gorking, I don't know. I think grok, right? So this is the thing. It's a good book, okay, and I just want to understand about this deep learning variable, right? And that's the thing. And before that, like I just want to do some research, like bigram. Try that is like break a Python pro, collect large number of Python programs, look what are all words occurs frequently, and break them into n-grams and look at their frequency and so on. Possibly we could make something like some better software or some better recommendation stuff. Like that's not as great as Tab9 or GitHub Copilot or something like that, but at least like better than browser autocomplete or something. So that's the thing. So yeah. So this is the state of GNU Ghost, and that's the thing. And please, I do need people. Like, look, I am. Look, people do come. They do come very enthusiastically. But the thing, what happens is like, look, I'm here, and there should be n number of people, and this X unknown people should be at the last. But just look like all people who just came inside, they just kind of like vanished and all those stuff. So, but yeah, thanks anyway. Like, thanks for inspiring me coming online and trying to take part in Blue Ghost. But if you people are watching, that is like any one of you or anyone who wants to come new is watching, like yeah, please do come and please do participate in this project. I think this project is very important for mankind. Like we are doing a free software and coding is almost everything today, and we are doing a software that will immensely improve the lives of coders, and we are doing it in a way that they can run it on the system and or at least some server in their company, and it protects their privacy, right? With Copilot and all, I don't think it protects the privacy, and it goes to Microsoft, one of the most evil companies ever existed, right? So that's the thing, and so yeah, so please do think about it, and if you're a free software enthusiast, please do contact me, and let's have meetings and try to do something, right? So that's the thing, right? And if somebody knows how to implement Goose AI on some server, like or can they if they can do some script where you can put this GPT New X 20 billion parameters on some kind of system and or just provide a script where if that's been run on the system, it will install this GPT Neo X and something provide like Goose AI API. I'd be very happy. Like so that like okay, I might not be able to afford it, but somebody who can afford such kind of system for their office or for their personal stuff can start using GNU Ghost. And if they make a lot of profit or if they make a lot of productivity, they can contribute to GNU Ghost, like at least financially, so that like we can do more research to make it more available to more people. So yeah, that's it. Let me upgrade my knowledge and be more sure, possibly in next state of no ghost. I don't know when I'm going to give it. So that's it. Anyway, thanks for watching.